Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another DOKKAN battle video, and today we are taking on the new red zone stages. So, of course, we gotta hop in with my full Dragon Ball Saga team. We just hop into these things pretty blind, and this team is so good, they can just get it done. So, I'm actually gonna put up my Cell one first, because I think that's the one that more people are gonna be interested in. He's considered to be a very hard fight. So this Cell is just one phase, but he hits ridiculously hard, right? And I know when it first dropped, like people were thinking it might be the hardest fight in the game. I don't think it is by a long shot. Just by the fact, and Bulma's at 400k defense here, turn one, by the way. But just the fact that this is only one phase with 6 health bars, it can't be the hardest fight in the game because you're allowed an item here, right? And so because it's only one boss, I feel like you could run into here with a team that hits really hard and you could just wease your way through it and get the boss done really quick. I think with like good attacking units that maybe aren't as good defensively, but with Whis it might give them enough to survive. Now you can see Cell hits very hard. Bulma there took over 300k, and she was guarding with 400k defense turn one. So what this fight is meant to do, it's meant to punish build-up units. So this, as you guys saw earlier, I did a video with like Kale and Khalifa and stuff. Like they would not do well in here, right? But this Dragon Ball Saga team has units that can be really good turn one, like that Bulma. But a lot of the units, even on this team, would get incinerated there. But there's Int Bulma, Tech Bulma, like the 3 Bulmas can all sit turn one, slot one, and be fine here. So we've got 3 units right there. Now, even Aider is a unit that actually can struggle in this fight. Because Aider, remember, he gets damage reduction if there's a Goku with him, but he doesn't get the full damage reduction unless it's turn 5. So Aider being type disadvantage. So right here's a good instance of it, right? So we have Aider. He's type disadvantage. He will have some damage reduction, but not all of it. I think Aider on a super would actually eat a lot of damage here. So I think I do opt to Whis here, which basically Whis would add on Aider's extra damage reduction that he would get at turn 5. So once again, I think just this Dragon Ball Saga team is so good, it doesn't make the fight seem as hard as it is. But yeah, and the thing is I don't feel like no item runs have to be a bar in this game. Like they give you items for a reason. So I think if you get it done with items, there's nothing to be ashamed with on that. I think beating a fight with items is kind of like the normal bar that you should try to do on a fight. Now, if you want to challenge yourself and go no item runs, you can definitely do that. And I think this team could get it done, right? So here goes Aider. And once again, I did use that as a precaution. So we got the hit there. We got more defense, which is good. But yeah, Aider, the one flaw with Aider is he doesn't guard, but it's usually not an issue because he can have up to 88% damage reduction, but you got to be turn 5, and Goku has to have collected 7 orbs to get that, right? But even without Goku getting 7 orbs, if you're turn 5, he's still 80% damage reduction, which is good. But when he's only got like half of that damage reduction and he's type disadvantage, dude, Aider can get blown up. So I knew what I was getting into here. So now it was a good thing I used Whis because Goku there, he's able to tank because of the Whis. And I think I did double Whis. I think I just did. And that was the strat here is I thought, you know what? His health is going down fast enough. I'm like, why not just double Whis? Guarantee we live these 2 turns. And if Cell doesn't die here, he's going to be darn close to it. Now, we got a really good orb turn there for Bulma. Pretty much full healed us. She's going to have a pretty good attack and defense stat here because of the nuking. And then, yeah, so now we're full healed. Cell does keep healing back, but we can handle it. I think this Cell healing, though, it does stop you from trying to use like a turtle team that's trying to like build up that doesn't hit hard. Because if you can't keep up with the damage, you could be in for basically an infinite fight, which you don't want. But Bulma here I knew was going to output a bunch of damage. And then Goku, I mean, he can pop off, right? He can get triple 10s. Someone posted a tweet like, what do people still think about this Goku? Is he still good? And I said, yeah, this Goku's fantastic, man. I've gotten through every single hard content in the game with him. He's definitely good enough to run. And he gets damage reduction on Rainbow Orbs. Some people forget about that. His defense can get the solid numbers. He definitely can't tank like everything in the game, but you don't have to. And he my Goku set up with some dodge, so I mean, we get by. But there you go. We just blitzed it down, right? So literally it was like that first turn. We were maybe in a little bit of danger, but Bulma still tanked it for 300k. And then we just double weast on the next turn, and we're able to, like, within those 2 turns, just kill him. So this is why I don't think, even though the cell hits very hard, this is why I don't think that that cell would be considered, like, the hardest boss in the game, even if he does hit the hardest, because the fight is short enough that you can just double weast, and a lot of these really powerful units, with double weast, any unit in the game can survive anything on a double weast. And you've got basically 2 free turns just to go crazy. Not to mention you could chain those into maybe like an Orange Piccolo transformation or something. And I feel like this cell goes down pretty easily. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this fight. Let me know what you think of this Dragon Ball Saga team. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.